Thursday. Yesterday, Roderick got a new heavy metal CD, and it had one of those parental warning stickers on it. I have never gotten to listen to one of those parental warning CDs because Mom and Dad never let me buy them at the mall. So I realized the only way I was going to get a chance to listen to Roderick's CD was if I snuck it out of the house. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Then I went down to Roderick's room and took the CD off his rack. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school, so we had to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. As soon as we got the chance, me and Rowley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player, so it was pretty much worthless. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. The object was to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds, but I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Right in the middle of our game, Mrs. Craig came around the corner and caught us red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out. But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. She started telling us how rock and roll is evil and how it's going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player, but I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. So I just waited until she was done, and then I said, "Yes, ma'am." But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us go, Rowley started blubbering about how he doesn't want rock and roll to ruin his brains. Honestly, sometimes I don't know about that boy.
I was gonna get a chance to listen to. I was gonna get a chance to listen to. So I realized the only way I was gonna get a chance. So I realized the only way I was gonna get a chance. I was gonna get a chance. In CDs, because Mom and Dad never let me buy them at the mall. So I realized the only way I was going to get a chance to listen to Roderick's CDs, because Mom and Dad never let me buy them at the mall. I have never gotten to listen to one of those parental warning CDs, because Mom and Dad never let me buy them at the mall. So I realized the only way I was going to get a chance to listen to Roderick's CD was if I snuck it out of the house. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. I called up Rowley and told him to bring after Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD. I called up Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD. I called up Rowley and told left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD. I called up Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. After Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up after Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. I told him to bring a and told him to bring a CD. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Roderick left. I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Then I went down to Roderick's room to bring a CD player to school. Then I went down to Roderick's room. 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 Then I went down to Roderick's room and took the CD off his rack. 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 And you're not allowed to bring personal. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. You're not allowed to bring personal music. You're not allowed to bring personal. You're not allowed to bring. 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 You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. Allowed to bring personal music players to school. Allowed to bring personal music players to school. To bring personal music players to school. To bring. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. You're not allowed to bring. Allowed to bring personal music. You're not allowed to bring. You're not allowed to bring. You're not allowed to bring. Allowed to bring. Personal. You're not allowed to bring. You're not allowed to bring. You're not allowed to bring. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. To bring personal. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. To bring personal. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. Allowed to bring. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. To back. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. Allowed to rack. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. To bring personal. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. Allowed to bring personal. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. To bring personal. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. The back. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school. So we have to wait to use it until after lunch when the kids wait to players to school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until after lunch. We have to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. When the teachers let us outside. So we have to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. So we have to wait to use it until school. So we have to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. So we have to wait to use it until after to bring personal music players to school. So we have to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. So personal music players to school. So we have to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. Personal music players to school. So we have to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. As soon as we got the chance. 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 As soon as we got the chance, me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. Me and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. For CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD. Batteries in his CD player. In his batteries. Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD. But Riley took CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Batteries in his. Forgot to put batteries. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. He forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. He forgot to put batteries in his CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. In his CD player. To put batteries in his CD player. He forgot to put batteries in his CD player. He forgot to put batteries in his CD player. He forgot to put batteries in his CD player. He forgot to put batteries in his CD player. 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 Forgot to put batteries in his CD. Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD. Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. To put batteries in his CD player. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. For CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. 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 Forgot to put batteries. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. 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 Forgot to put batteries in his. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. 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 Forgot to put bat. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put bat. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put D. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. He forgot to put D. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. He in the back of the school and Riley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. So it was pretty much worthless. Forgot to put that. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. So it was pretty much worthless. 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 Roderick's CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player for CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player for CD. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Had to put batteries. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Had to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries. But Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. 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 Forgot to put batteries in his. Forgot to put batteries in his. Batteries in his. Batteries in his. Batteries in his. Forgot to put 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 batteries in his CD. Riley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in it. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. 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 Forgot to put batteries. Forgot to put batteries in his. Forgot to put batteries in his. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD. Forgot to put batteries in his. Forgot to put batteries in his. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD. Is in his CD. Is in CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. For CD. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. 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 Forgot to put batteries in his CD player for CD. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Around the back. As soon as around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player. Forgot to put batteries in his CD player for the back of the school and looked. Thursday. Yesterday, Roderick got a new heavy metal CD, and it had one of those parental warning stickers on it. I have never gotten to listen to one of those parental warning CDs because his mom and dad never let me buy them at the mall. So I realized the only way I was going to get a chance to listen to Roderick's CD was if I snuck it out of the house. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rowley and told him to bring his CD player to school. And then I went down to Roderick's room and took the CD off his rack. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school, so you have to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. As soon as we got the chance, me and Rowley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player, so it was pretty much worthless. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Came up with this great idea for a game. Came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. The object was to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Shake them on your head and then try to shake them on your head and then try to shake them on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Shake them on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Try to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using and then try to shake them off without the head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Try to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Try to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Try to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Try to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake them off on your head and then try to shake headphones on your head and then try to shake headphones on your head and then try to shake headphones on your head and then try to shake headphones on your head and then try to shake the headphones on your head and then try to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. Try to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. The winner using your hands. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever hands. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever hands. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the head. 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 The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Take the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. Shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The object was to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off. The winner was whoever could shake. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off without using your hands. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the head. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off without using your hands. The winner was whoever could shake them off without using your hands. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds at the time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds at the time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds at the time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds at the time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds. But I think I might have shook seconds. But I think I might have shook some seconds. But I think I might have shook 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 some seconds. But I think I might have shook seconds. But I think I might have shook some seconds. I think I might have shook seconds. But I think I might have shook seconds. But I think I might have shook seconds. But I think I might have. But I think I might have. But I think I might have shook. But I think I might have shook. But I think I might have shook. But I think I might have. But I think I might have shook. But I think I might have shook half seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings. But I think I might have shook seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Shook some of my. I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that. I might have shook some seconds. But I think I might have shook seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. 5.5 seconds. But I think I might have shook some seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Half seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. 5.5 seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Half seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. 5.5 seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. 5.5 seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. 5.5 seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Half seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Half seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Half seconds. But I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Some of my feelings loose with that one. For Thursday. Yesterday, Roderick got a new heavy metal CD, and it had one of those parental warning stickers on it. I have never gotten to listen. I have never gotten to it. I have never gotten to it. I have never gotten to it. I have never gotten to listen to one of those parental warning CDs because Mom and Dad never let me buy them at the mall. So I realized the only way I was going to get a chance to listen to Roderick's CD was if I snuck it out of the house. This morning, after Roderick left, I called up Rowley and told him to bring a CD player to school. Then I went down to Roderick's room and took the CD off his rack. You're not allowed to bring personal music players to school, so we had to wait to use it until after lunch when the teachers let us outside. As soon as we got the chance, me and Rowley snuck around the back of the school and loaded up Roderick's CD. But Rowley forgot to put batteries in his CD player, so it was pretty much worthless. Then I came up with this great idea for a game. The object was to put the headphones on your head and then try to shake them off without using your hands. The winner was whoever could shake the headphones off in the shortest amount of time. I had the record with 7.5 seconds, but I think I might have shook some of my feelings loose with that one. Right in the middle of our game, Mrs. Craig came around the corner and caught us red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out red-handed. She took the music player away from me around the corner and caught us red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started. She took the music player away from me and started. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing the music player away from me. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out player away from me and started chewing the music player away from me and started chewing us music player red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started. She took the music red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out red-handed. She took the music player away from me and started chewing us out. But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. But I think she had the wrong. 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 But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. But what we are doing back there. But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. Idea about what we were doing back there. But what we are doing back there. Away from me and started chewing us out. But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. But I think she had the wrong idea. But I think she had the wrong idea. But I think she had the wrong idea about what we were doing back there. She started telling us how rock and roll is evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. And how it's going to roll is evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. And how rock and roll is evil, and how it's going to 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 ruin our brains. Ruin our brains. How it's going to ruin our brains. And I was good for evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. And how it's going to roll is evil, and how it's going to roll is evil, and how it's going to roll is evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. That's how rock and roll is evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. That's how rock and roll is evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. That's how rock and roll is evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. That's how rock and roll is evil, and how it's going to ruin our brains. To ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that. I was going to tell her that. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that the word. That there one. Now it's going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that the word even. I was going to tell her that the word even. I was going to tell her that the word even. I was going to tell her that the word even. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that the word. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. We're going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there. I was going to tell her that there weren't. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any. I was going to tell her that there weren't. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there. I was going to tell her. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her. Going to tell. I was going to tell. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that I was going to tell it. I was going to tell her. 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 I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that. 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 I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries or brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't. It's going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't. It's going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't. It's going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the brains. I was going to tell her that there were. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. Batteries in the CD player. Batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. It's going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player. It's going to ruin our brains. I was going to tell her that there weren't even any batteries in the CD player, but I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. Batteries in the CD player, but I could tell she didn't CD player, but I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. Wanna be. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she in the CD player. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But batteries in the CD player. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't CD player. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But batteries in the CD player. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But batteries in the CD player. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. Any batteries in the CD player. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. Any batteries in the CD player. But I could tell she didn't want to be interrupted. So I just waited until she was done. So I just waited until she was done. So I just waited to be interrupted. So I just waited until she was done. 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 So I just waited to be interrupted. So I just waited until she was done. 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 And then I said until she was done. And then I said yes ma'am. I said and then yes ma'am. And then I said until she was done. And then I said until she was done. And then I said yes ma'am. And I said she was done. And then I said until she was done. And then I said yes ma'am. And I just waited until she was done. And then I said yes ma'am. And so I just waited to be interrupted. So I just waited until she was done. And then I said yes ma'am. But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us go, Mrs. Craig. But right when Mrs. But right when Mrs. Craig. But right when Mrs. Craig. But right when Mrs. Craig. But right when ma'am. But right when Mrs. But right when Mrs. But right when ma'am. But right when Mrs. But right when Mrs. But right when Mrs. Craig. 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 But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us. But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us go. Mrs. Craig. But right when Mrs. Craig. But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us go. Mrs. But right when Mrs. But right when Mrs. But right when ma'am. But right when Mrs. But right when ma'am. But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let. But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us go. Mrs. Craig. But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us go. Mrs. Craig. But right when Mrs. Craig was about to let us go, Rowley started blubbering about how he doesn't want Rocket blubbering about how he does. Rowley started blubbering about how he doesn't want rock and roll to ruin his brains. About how he doesn't want blubbering about how Rowley started blubbering about how he doesn't want blubbering about how Rowley started blubbering let us go. Rowley starts about to let us go. Rowley started blubbering about how he doesn't want rock and roll to ruin his brains. About Rowley starts about to let us go. Yes, ma'am. But right when Mrs. Cray was about to let us go, Rowley started blubbering about how he doesn't want rock and roll to ruin his brains. Honestly, sometimes I don't know about that boy. Honestly, sometimes I don't know about that boy.